Hello everybody and welcome to video number 2 in how to set up the new CoCo-Pi community image. This is again Steve Strobridge and I am joined by Ron Klein. Hello Ron.
Hey Steve.
Alright, and this video is going to be pretty short because this is covering section 2 in the setup document, and all we're going to do is cover how to expand the file system, which is basically meaning blowing up the partition to take up the maximum size of your SD card, right? Because the image was compressed to make it downloadable, but once you burn it and you boot it, you have to expand it so we have a lot of breathing space to do all the updates to follow. Two things I want to point out before we get going. Number one, it should be obvious that we are now booting into a desktop graphical user interface, and that is new for this image, where previously it always booted to a kind of a text-based menu system. So that's observation number one. Observation number two, you notice that the screen right now looks really jacked up, and that's because what we're showing you is the Pi 4. If you boot the image on a Pi 3, out of the box, the screen resolution will be perfect. You'll have your 1080p 16:9 widescreen picture. Everything will look pretty. However, on a Pi 4 or a Pi 400, initially the screen is not going to look right because we need to run some updates to download the proper drivers for your flavor of Pi and then reboot. But before we can download those drivers, we need to make space. So let's just jump in with that. And another thing, I'll shut up and I'll let Ron take over. And believe me, it's hard for me to shut up. But in the old version of CoCo-Pi, you booted to the menu automatically. You were just presented with that menu. In this version of the CoCo-Pi, you have to click on the little command prompt, the terminal window, and then type the word menu. So Ron, if you could kindly do that. We're going to open up our terminal. And here's our terminal, which right now actually is very easy to read. And then you'll just type menu. And this is what you used to see on the old CoCo-Pi, the previous versions. We booted straight to this menu. And so now, based on the instructions, we are going to now expand our file system, which is under the Utilities menu, which at this point in time is menu option number 8. And Ron has taken us there. Then we're going to go to CoCo-Pi Administration menu, which is option 2. And then we are going to go down to Run Raspi Config Script, which is option 10. You're going to get a warning. Just ignore the warning. Hit OK. And then we are going to go down to Advanced Options, which is option 6. And we're going to choose Expand File System, which is A1, Advanced Menu 1. It's going to say, yes, we're done. Hit OK. You're going to tab over to Finish. Hit enter, and then it's going to say, do you want to reboot? Yes is highlighted, hit enter, and we will reboot. And now you can see that we have expanded the file system and we've rebooted. Nothing looks any different on the surface. However, just know you now basically have the maximum size of your hard drive or SD storage device available to you to do everything that we're going to talk about in the following videos. This concludes section 2, expanding your file system. Thank you, Ron Klein.
You're welcome, Steve.